So hello, my name is Buitenkamp. I'm product manager for finishing and some of the consumables here at Starleaton. And today we wanted to show you some of the new features, the new laminators we're introducing at PacPrint. First up here is the Nation Hot Lamp 1600TH. Basically a laminating machine that runs up to 12 meters a minute. So if you think about a roll of vinyl that you have been printed, a 50-meter roll, it runs through the machine in 5 minutes. So it's a high volume, high production type of machine. Really easy access, swing out table, so you don't have to take anything off of the machine when you're webbing your media up. Has several shafts for all your medias. A little trough at the front here. If you have short runs, if you have a couple of meters of print, you can just put them in here. And swing out shafts at the back to make it easy for loading. Up we show you the Flexa, the Easy Lamp. Flexa is a manufacturer from Italy, close to Venice, and they've been manufacturing machines for over 40 years and doing a very broad range of machines. We don't bring them all in, but they do a broad range. This one here, particularly funny or funky, is because it has a built-in speaker, so you can play your music while you're laminating away. Again, very easy to access. You've got a little table. You can just a trough. And what is nice about this one? Sorry. Nice about this one is it has a cutting system at the back, so you can cut your excess material off straight away. Wind up, so it's a roll-to-roll machine all in one. So finishing is not just about lamination, it's also about cutting and trimming. And one of the main problems people have that do a lot of printing is the trimming. So what do you do with the trimming? Do you do it all by hand, or do you do it on a cutting machine or zoomed? It's a lot more expensive machinery. So what this machine does, it's called an XY cutter. So it cuts in both the horizontal and the vertical, depending on the amount of blades you put in. And it basically follows cutting lines that you put in your rib. So you print several cutting lines, and the machine reads the lines and knows where it has to cut. This comes in several versions. The one that we have here is the wallpaper unit, as we call it. So it's basically, it has an unwind for the wallpaper, and at the back it has a wind up for 3 rolls of wallpaper. It has a sensor here that measures the alignment, so to make sure that your cutting is always 100% straight and accurate. And it does your cutting really quick, because you can do a roll of 50-meter vinyl in about 3 to 4 minutes cutting it in A4s, so that you do get a lot of production out of it that you would never be able to keep up by hand. So if we go to the front, so as you can see, what we do here is that we have one roll of wallpaper that we print in 1 meter 50, this one, and we cut it into 50-centimeter drops, because normally when they're doing wallpaper they're doing smaller drops because it's easier to apply. You have your Y cutters here. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on there. We're only using 3 at the moment, but you can use up to 8 cutters at the same time. So if you have A4s on the 1.6 meter size media, you can all cut them. So basically you can see how quick it goes. And that's 3.5 meters, so it goes really quick. And it's accurate.
Hello, my name is Andrea. I come from Italy. Flexa company is a manufacturer of this Sublimax dye sublimation calendar. This is 1.7 meters wide. There's also 2.7 meters. The drum diameter is 25 centimeters up to 50 centimeters on the larger ones. It's all controlled by the touchscreen panels. There's a possibility to memorize up to 24 different recipes. You can easily set the speed up to 2.2 meters a minute. You can also regulate the temperature up to 220 degrees Celsius. You can give a title at the recipe So it's easy for any operator to recognize what recipes you got to use. There's an alarm, so any time of the day you can set a time you want the machine to warm up automatically, as well as the cooling system, which is automatic as well. There's a tracking system for the felt belt that keeps the felt always in the center of the machine. There's a couple of sensors that recognize the position of the felt and gives you a message in the case the felt moves too much to one side. 6 shafts in total, 3 unwinders and 3 rewinders, with brakes and clutches. Separated pressure controls from the right side to the left side, always for keeping the felt belt in the right position. In the end, 9 heating elements. You can always use the machine even if 1 or 2 heating elements are broken. The machine is oil-based, and we can guarantee a tolerance in the temperature of ±1 degree. And you can always keep monitor of the temperature by this graph.